It depends on the person. I know some people say, there is no plan B, right? I know there's some influencers you see on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all of that stuff. There is no plan B. Work hard. Sport. You hear sports people,
Yeah.
professional athletes. There's no plan B. This is it. This is it. I'm here to tell you, there's always a plan B, and there's a plan C, and there's a plan D, and all of that stuff. Hello, governor. Hello. What's
Hello.
going on?
How's it going?
All right, pretty good. Pretty good. Another beautiful day out
Beautiful
here
day
in out here in Maryland.
in Maryland. Yeah.
Yeah, how's it
Yeah.
going out there?
Good. I am up in the mountains this week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Just chilling out there?
Just chilling. So
Okay.
probably similar temperature to you
Yeah.
guys now.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, the mountains are pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
So some
Remember the
nice
first time?
nice trees,
Yeah,
nice chilly weather.
first time I went up to like Big Bear, my stomach was killing me.
Why?
Like, yeah, I don't know. It's probably like, oh, what is it called?
Like the elevation sickness or something?
Like elevation sickness or elevation poison or something. I was just bent over for like a couple of days, just like, ugh. I couldn't stand up. I couldn't do anything. Everybody was like having fun. I think it was like for a church thing. Everybody
Mhm.
was having fun and playing and doing all kinds of stuff. I was in the room, lumped over, walking like just like walking bent over, and so it was the worst.
Wow.
It's
That's
the
interesting.
worst. Yeah.
Yeah, I did have like a migraine on Sunday when we came
Hmm.
up. I don't know if that was related or not. I've never
Yeah.
gotten elevation sickness
Yeah.
before. So possible, I guess.
Yeah. It definitely is because that was it felt so bad too. I didn't know what was going on. Yeah, it was the
That's
worst. It
no,
was the
that's no fun. Kind
Yeah,
of ruined.
hopefully you don't have to, partake in that.
Yeah,
Um,
especially because usually you're only there for a few days as well. It basically took your entire trip, right?
exactly. It was the worst. Everybody was laughing and having fun and doing all kinds of stuff up there.
Silly.
Yep.
Right.
So today, welcome everyone. I'm Sean.
I'm Brittany. We
All
are
right.
Zip Chat Podcast.
Yeah, yay! All
Today
right,
we are talking about dreams
yeah,
in all
dreams, any
sense
kind
of
of
the word, I think.
dreams, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
man.
did you happen to have a dream that you remember from last night?
Yes, I have so basically the first thing I thought about with dreams is regular dreams, right? When we have dreams. And there's a couple dreams that I remember. Um Probably not like very specific, but it's like a couple dreams I remember. I remember um it was one time I was at my grandma's house. Just relaxing, sleep, loving life. And then I'm dreaming that you are knocking on, you're knocking on my window, right, in my room, knocking on my window and saying, Shawnee, Shawnee, open the door, get up, open the door. And you're knocking, knock, knock, knock. And I'm like, oh man, let me get this. Let me look back. And I was walking down the driveway, and I look back and like you're just like knocking on the door, like, and I'm like, wow, why can I hear her so good? And then I like wake up and it's it's my cousin Eddie knocking on the door, saying, Shawnee, open the door, man. I know you in there sleep.
That's funny.
Yeah, that was always
It's
funny.
it's always so strange when like real life things come into your
Hmm.
like when your alarm is going off
Oh my
and it's like
gosh.
somehow it's like an alarm inside your dream that like
Yeah,
goes with it, like
yeah.
evacuation because there's a fire alarm going off. Like
so
It's
funny.
so
Yeah.
strange.
It's just, wow. Our brain is powerful.
It really is. I actually had more of like a, I don't know, like like kind of like borderline nightmare last
Hmm.
night,
Hmm.
in the sense of like, people were in the car with me and I was driving, and then I decided that we were just driving off the cliff
Oh,
and
whoa.
into a lake.
Yeah. Oh, oh, wow.
Panicked.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh
oh, okay,
man.
that was a great dream to wake up
Yeah.
to. I
Yeah. Make sure you don't drive anywhere today.
thought. So, dreams can be fun.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All kinds of wild stuff. But I think kind of we don't remember where our dream or where we started in our dream, right? We never know, hey, how did I get here? No matter I'm here, but how did I get here? Why am I here? Right? I think that's pretty good. And
Yeah.
sometimes where like you can be asleep for, 10 minutes, but your dream feels like it's like 4 hours long. Right.
Hmm.
I think I don't know. I think our brain is very,
Yeah,
very, very cool like that.
it's super strange. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And sometimes I feel like when we're waking up, but like we're trying to get some more sleep, so we're in that like twilight kind of
Yeah.
area. We snoozed our alarm 7 times,
Yeah.
right? That's when our brain, I feel like, really just like throws all the stuff together. It's like, sure, let's do a little of this and a little bit of that, and you wake
Yeah.
up and you're like, that was the strangest dream ever. None of it makes any sense.
Yeah. What the heck is going on right now?
Yeah,
And then they say like, sometimes like what you eat or I just always thought that was wild. I would always think more of what's the last thing you watched or what were you thinking
yeah,
about
for sure.
before you went to sleep. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like all of the things,
Yeah, it's all like
every
mixed up.
everything like
Yeah.
somehow affects our dreams.
Yeah.
Do you believe that dreams mean something?
Um I believe that people believe that dreams mean things, right?
Sure.
Um because I myself I can't say, nah man, dreams don't mean anything, they're just whatever. Because you have some people in this world that are like, hey, I had a dream about this, I don't want to do this, or I keep having this same dream. So, maybe I need to go investigate this or see about this. I just never it's never happened to me in my lifetime where I'm saying I had this dream about this, so this is what I think is going to happen.
Yeah,
That's just never happened. I do believe that that can happen to people.
sure.
It's just never never happened to me. And it's kind of like that with dreams. Also, just I guess like kind of have a feeling, right? A feeling about something, some kind of intuition, right? I
Mhm.
don't want to use women's intuition, right? Because men have intuition as well, right? I can say, I don't think I want to go in there, and then something wild happens. But intuition, I think, is very strong with like some people, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, I don't. It's tough. Like, I personally don't think I believe that a dream has a literal meaning.
Hmm.
I think dreams can mean things in the sense of like when we have reoccurring dreams, there might be some unprocessed emotions that
Yeah.
are under there, but I don't know that it's literal,
Yeah.
right? Or when we have when we have a specific scary dream, for example, that could
Hmm.
be a stress dream showing that we're stressed.
Yeah.
But again, I don't think that it's like literal, like this dream is going to happen.
Yes. Or this, or
Yeah,
you had a dream about fish, so your cousin is pregnant. What?
right. Right.
Come on.
Yeah. And so I think that there are things that are pointing to the reason why you're having certain dreams,
Yeah.
not in a literal sense.
Yeah.
But
That.
there, I guess there could be things, right? Like you said, that there's people, there's psychics out there, right?
Right.
That truly believe they can see the future. I
Yeah.
cannot do that. So I
Yeah.
don't know.
Listen, I
Yes,
mean,
anything is possible, right? There's entire psychology books based on interpreting dreams, right?
yep.
I
But
don't
it's
know.
just, I never,
I feel like our minds are just so, I don't know,
yeah.
crazy sometimes that like
Yeah.
it can't possibly have a meaning when you're just throwing all of these things together.
Like,
You
that,
know?
like meaning like this specifically means this. Like if
Yeah.
anybody dreams about, a bear chasing them, that means, this is going to happen. Or if you have a dream or your hand is itching, that means you're going to get some money, right? Like your hand's itching because you're dirty. You went to the bathroom, you didn't wash your hands, you little filthy animal. That's why. Okay, that's why your hand's itching. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
I don't know.
those are
I don't know.
weird. Have
It is.
you said you've never had like a reoccurring dream?
No, I never had a reoccurring dream, something that's always going on. No, nothing. Like my dreams are always like just regular, like wild stuff. Sometimes I remember them, sometimes I don't. There's like a few that I, specifically remember because it was like something like I really wanted or I really liked doing or something, but it didn't mean anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
So.
Yeah, I mean, I've had a reoccurring dream, and I've talked
Mhm.
to like a few of my friends, and they also have similar aspects to this dream, and specifically
Okay.
a stress dream that like I will randomly over the years, it's happened like probably 10 times since I was
Hmm.
like a teenager, that like I dreamed that I had this class that I never went to in like college or something, and I just
Yeah.
never went to it, and then now it's the end of the semester and somebody is reminding me you had this class that you forgot about and now
Yeah.
and so I'm trying to like figure out how to do all of the work or all of
Yeah.
the get a good grade in this class that I forgot about.
Yeah.
And so
Uh,
that always points to me to say that I think you might be a little bit stressed.
yeah. 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 Possibly. Yeah. I
So,
mean, that is a very, very stressful situation.
right.
I mean, unless you thrive on stress. I know a lot of people like to procrastinate and, they're just like, oh, no, I'll just wait. I'll just do it later, because when I'm, you know, against the wall or against the gun, I'm better. I think more and I'm like, nah, that's not how it works. Just do
That's
the
not true.
the your instructor gave you the work 3 months ago.
Right.
Just just do it. Just knock it out. Right. I just don't like that amount of stress though.
Mm-hmm. It's really
But yeah,
funny.
I don't know. Yeah, I never had something that's like a reoccurring dream or
Yeah.
anything.
Have you ever experienced a lucid dream?
No.
Yeah, me either. But that sounds wild. The
Yeah,
concept of being able to like control your dreams and
that
like
would be so dope.
they know that like they're dreaming.
Yeah,
Like they're just like, oh yeah, this is a dream. I'm gonna go do this. You know,
yeah.
like
I wish
it
I could
sounds
do it.
crazy.
I wish I could like every time like when I'm having like a good dream or something and I'm like I wake up, I always try to like go right back to sleep so I can, continue to dream. Never
Yeah.
happens. Never happens. So, but man, I wish. I know my friend told me um a long time ago, years ago, he said, "Man, I was doing something. I had this dream, and I was seeing people that I know in my family that were dead, and I was just like
Mhm.
seeing them, and they were like walking, they were talking to me, and all kinds of stuff. And I was like, look, I don't know what you was, eating or smoking or something. But keep that away from me. Like, no, so that's why he told me this probably like, man, 10, probably 10, 15 years ago. I was like, ugh, that would seem like that would seem. I don't know. I think. But he wasn't saying like, oh, they were just like sitting on the couch and they were chilling. He was like they were like all wobbly and like walking around and like floating and doing weird stuff. And I was like, nah, son, No, that's listen, that's not the business right there.
Yeah. Have you had dreams that, not in the lucid sense, but like, have you had dreams where people that have passed have existed in them?
Mm, no, I no, I don't. I don't. I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to say yes. I'm going to say I don't remember.
Sure.
I, I, uh, I don't remember. I know, like, some people are like, hey, this happened, and I keep seeing like my mom or my dad, and they're guiding me through, through life and stuff. And I don't remember me ever. I had a dream about my mother, but
Mhm.
this was 30 years ago, right? But since she been like passed away, I haven't had a dream about her. I just, I don't know. I know people are like, your parents guide you in this and that and that, and I'm like, if that happens to you, if you feel that in your life, then I mean, I think that's good, that's cool, but I just never experienced it.
Yeah.
I
I
just, I
mean,
just,
that concept, I mean, like you said, yeah, if they're experiencing that physical guidance in a dream sense, that I think
yeah,
that's great for them.
yeah,
Um, for that concept though of parents guiding us after passing, right? I think that's more of a reflection of how they raised you and the
yes,
things that they taught you,
yes,
kind of
that,
making
yes,
decisions based on those memories or those ingrained core values. And
yes,
that feels more of that like guidance piece.
yes, that, yes. But saying, oh, I see my mom, or I see my dad, or I see my grandma, or your uncle or your cousin, whoever was close to you, or whatever, and like, yeah, they just tell me to go here, they guide me here, and I'm like, that's not, listen. I don't, what I don't want to see is my grandma sitting at the dinner table, when I come down to, from the stairs or something. If I see that, I'm burning the house down. That's not what we do over here. But I understand about like saying like, yes, I remember this. I remember that. I remember my mother told me this, don't do this. My father told me this. My grandmother told me don't do this, or, think this way. That, yes, but that's ingrained what you grew up with,
Right.
them leading and guiding you, kind of like making sure all of these things, so when they are passed away, when they are gone, then you can kind of reflect and say, what, my dad told me this, my mom told me this, maybe I should think this way. So
Hmm. Hmm.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
good and bad though.
Yeah, absolutely. It's
Good and,
interesting.
yeah, good and bad. So
It's very interesting. Dreams are weird. Moral of the
yeah,
story.
yeah, true. It's just, I don't know, it's
Definitely.
just a lot.
So, transitioning into that, like dreams are, I think the difference between like labeling a dream
Hmm.
versus like a goal,
Hmm.
right? Is that like, I think dreams stay in that realm of like no limitations.
Yes,
Like our dreams when we're asleep, right?
yes,
They're wild. We don't have to have any training and yet we're president, like
yeah, exactly.
so I think that that's the same concept when we talk about dreams.
Yeah,
Like, what
yeah.
can you remember like when you were a kid, like especially like elementary school, middle school, like what like wild dream did you have for your life that you were
Man,
like, I'm
I just wanted to play basketball. I wanted to play football. I wanted to be a
yeah,
professional baseball player and things like that. I wanted to be able to do any kind of math. I remember that. I was like, man, I wish I can do, all of these crazy maths, and, do this and this and this, because remember, I had a friend, right? Back in the day, super smart guy. And when you come into class, right, and you get the first, they start off with like the addition, right? All the way down, it's like 4 columns, right? And then the
Yeah.
subtraction and then the multiplication and stuff. I always wanted to beat my friend, man, my friend Brian. I always wanted to beat that dude. He was so smart, and I was like, man, I never beat this dude. We would go, and he would always beat me. I mean, we would get we would get all of them correct, but he would just answer more of them quicker, and I would always like see him fold his paper down like he's done, and I'm like, this guy is a genius, man. Sheesh. Yeah, that was my guy, man. I always want to just do that. I wanted to be the best at everything. That's about it. That was more of my dreams. I wanted to one dream was I wanted to, get out of small Paris, right?
Yeah.
I really enjoyed being there. It was great, but I was like, I don't feel like I can stay here for my entire life. I said, I don't know about that. I gotta do something.
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
and yeah, I'm glad I did.
Mm-hmm.
Glad I did. Love
Yeah.
Paris, I love the pee. I love the pee, but I had to get out of there. I like going back, you know.
Yeah, I think the best thing that literally anybody can do is move out of their hometown.
Yeah. Oh, really? I'm
Even
really
if it's
that's
not that far away, just get out of it. You
just
know?
yes. There's people. There's other people than the
Bubble.
than the same people that you see, every day. I mean, for good and bad things, right? So years ago, I had this one soldier. He came like right from basic training. Boom, I'm his squad leader, right? So I'm the person that he, asks questions to. We're got accountability of him, make sure everything's good. So, right, he was from Kentucky, born and raised in Kentucky, never moved out of Kentucky. The first time he left Kentucky was when he went to basic training. And he said he had a very hard time in basic training and a very hard time in AIT. And then he
Yeah.
comes here and then he has to listen, right? He has to listen to somebody that's not white, right? And
Mm-hmm.
he did not like it. It was just something that was just ingrained in him, right? So he was in the unit for probably about 4, 5, 6 months, 7 months, something like that, right? Then he comes up to me, hey, Sergeant P, can I talk to you, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, sure, what's going on? We're talking, and he's like, hey, I'm so glad that I moved out of my hometown because I would have never seen places like this where there are different cultured people
Yeah.
coming together, helping each other, just talking to each other. Because I was born and raised and ingrained by everybody that I know, everybody in my family, everybody at my school, that everybody else that's not like me are just total dirtbags. And he was like, this is the second or third time he had to listen to somebody, that wasn't like, pure white.
Yeah.
And he was upset at first, but he kind of saw how, we dealt with things like me, other squad leaders, his other squad members. And it was nothing like what he was told
Yeah.
how
Absolutely.
everybody else is. And
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yeah, man, you gotta, thanks for letting me know. I hope this transition from, your hometown to everywhere else you go in the military is a real good one. And he was like, I need to go back home, so I can tell, my little brother, my little sister, that the stuff we're learning is not it. It is
Yeah.
it's it's
Absolutely.
it's it's not it. So I'm just glad he got in the military and he was able to, go to other places and
Yeah,
see,
I mean,
see how the world really is.
I hear all the time, right, that that joining the military was the only way somebody was going to get out of their
Yeah.
hometown.
Yeah.
Right?
It's
That was their
wild.
only option to actually leave and go somewhere.
Yeah. So
Yeah, and that he was able to even acknowledge that.
yeah, exactly. And he was like, he was kind of like, hey, I don't want you to be, upset. I'm sorry, Sergeant, but I want to let you know. I was like, man, just what's going on? How's your family? Is anything going on? How's mom and dad? And that's what I was thinking. Like it was like something like that, like a family thing. He was just like, man, I'm so glad that I just got in the military, and we have great leaders and battle buddies and things like that. So,
I
but yeah,
think that
getting away is good.
it is. Yeah,
Getting away is
absolutely.
good.
My dreams, I guess, when I was middle school, high
Hmm.
school, ultimately were very lofty. No possible way for any of those to have happened.
Yeah. You want to be the president
Like
at
I
age
would be
12?
working like three jobs,
Yeah.
like not even just three jobs, but like three careers
Yeah.
that take up all of your time, right?
Yeah.
Like I thought I was going to be like, I was like, I'm going to be a veterinarian, number one.
Yeah.
And then, but I'm also going to be like, have my own talk show.
Oh, wow.
And I'm also like on the side, like want to open like my own magazine.
Okay.
I'm going to do all three of those things at the same time.
At the same time, yeah, you listen, let me know when everybody has 170 hours in a day.
And that was just perfectly, absolutely normal in my
Yeah.
head. I was like, that is 100% doable.
Yeah, like I can do that. Yeah, that's too easy, right?
Easy, easy peasy.
Oh man,
So,
so much work.
yeah, and also just the different skills that needs, right? Like, I somehow need to go to however many years of vet school to become a vet
Yeah.
while also doing some sort of journalism degree.
Oh my lord, I know so much. But that's that is what it's good to have those dreams and aspirations and stuff, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
So
The beauty of being 14.
exactly, right, and your mind's going and you can imagine all of these things going on. But you know youth is youth is wasted on the young, right?
Yeah.
And then
I
you
guess
start.
now that I put that into words of like what the dream was, I feel like my dream was actually to be Ryan Seacrest.
You listen, there's no way that anybody cannot tell me that this dude, there has to be 15 of them. There has to be 15 Ryan Seacrest. There's all twins and triplets and quadruplets of, because he's on the East Coast, he's doing this. He's
Yeah,
on the West Coast, he's doing this. He's just doing all kinds of stuff, and then he's on Ryan's Roses, which I still listen to. Right?
absolutely.
He's doing he's doing all kinds of stuff. He does the
All
the
kinds of
ball the
things.
ball drop.
He's now on, what is it, Wheel of Fortune?
Yeah, yes. I'm like, this guy. He's like him and Kevin Hart are like cousins
Because
because
I
they're everywhere. Sheesh, it's
know,
like
it's crazy.
they
So
do so much,
I
especially
wonder,
Ryan Seacrest.
I wonder what Ryan Seacrest's dream was.
Sheesh, right?
Yeah.
Man, and he's everywhere doing everything. He's some kind of producer on all the shows and all the wild things that's going on. And
Yeah.
oh man,
It's
uh,
wild. It's wild
but
out there.
but again,
He's raking
he
in the dough.
he's raking in the dough. But does he have time? To me, it seems like he may not have a lot of time to enjoy it. Maybe his family, I don't know if he's married, he has kids and cousins and nieces and nephews and parents. Maybe they enjoy it. But it just seems like he does way too much. I,
Yeah, I,
I'm
I
not
would
I'm not saying
agree.
way too much, but he does a lot.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, he is not married. He has had various girlfriends,
Hmm.
right? That they've lasted a few years and then broken up every time. And
Yeah.
I always do wonder is that the busyness?
Yeah.
Right?
I
Is
mean,
that the busyness?
it's a
His
lot.
girlfriends also continue very much Leonardo DiCaprio esque that they
Oh,
kind of
okay.
age
Yeah.
and
25, girl,
he
you're
ages, but they do not.
listen, girl, you're 25, you're the best thing smoking. 26, gotta go.
So it's very interesting. Yeah, I'm wondering
Yeah.
how much that busy schedule kind of weighs into that.
Man.
And the
I know.
constant travel, right? It's
Yeah.
different. It's one thing to be really busy in the same place versus
Yes.
busy all over the country.
Exactly.
So
Because how are
yeah.
you going at the ball drop in California and then you're at the ball drop in New York? What? What's what's going on? Right? He's just doing everything. But I
Yeah.
mean, if he likes it, I love it. But I just don't know. Like you said, what dream did he have? Right when he was younger, when he was growing up, what did he want to be?
Mhm.
Right?
Yeah.
It's wow. It's a
It's
lot.
crazy.
It's a lot, man. Yeah.
That
I
it
don't
is. I mean,
I don't think
what
I can do all of that.
no, I don't. I need some downtime,
Yeah.
I need some time to just sit on the couch and watch Hulu for a couple hours,
Ex- exactly. Let me get some suits in real quick. You know, I can't be traveling and doing all of that stuff all the time.
What do you think about the concept of having to like give up on a dream? Like when is that a necessity?
I think it's a necessity when it depends on the person. I know some people say, there is no plan B, right? I know there's some influencers you see on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all of that stuff. There is no plan B. Work hard. Sport, you hear sports people,
Yeah.
professional athletes. There's no plan B. This is it. This is it. I'm here to tell you, there's always a plan B, and there's a plan C, and there's a plan D, and all of that stuff. Because I feel if you're trying to do this one thing, and this one thing just isn't working, how much are you giving to that one thing? Right? How
Hmm.
much are you giving? Are you giving your life, your time? So for example, I can practice all day, right? I can do all the things I need to do to, be a basketball player, right? A professional basketball player. And I can do that. And I can say, all right, I'm in the sixth grade, I'm gonna start practicing. And I practice and I practice, I practice, 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 practice. I do everything I need to do. But I'm 5'3", 100 and 7 pounds.
Yeah.
I can practice as much as I want to. I
And
can
be
shoot.
good.
I can shoot every shot.
Hmm.
I promise you, you're not. That you need to be a plan B because we don't need all of the basketball players. We need electricians and we need mathematicians, right? We need people that do electrical work,
Yeah.
right? These are the things that we need. So if you're doing all this and your parents or you are paying for this basketball camp and this basketball camp and it's coming out to thousands of dollars every couple months, yeah, stop that dream and go and do something. Please, I'm begging you to do something else.
Yeah.
I'm
And
begging you to do something else.
sometimes it's about pivoting the dream,
Yeah,
right? That like we can still be passionate about basketball.
yeah,
We can still get a career in basketball, but maybe it's as a high school basketball coach.
yeah. You
Maybe
could be
it's
a coach,
about
right?
on the
Something
weekends we're
like that. You could
coaching
be
at
an announcer or
YMCA.
something,
Yeah,
right?
announcing. Maybe we have a full-time job doing something, but we're also using it as a hobby on the side.
Exactly.
But like we can still have it in our lives, but we might have to pivot because it's not sustainable for our
E- e-
future. We
Exactly. You're
can't
not. Yeah.
live
You're
at
not.
home forever. We can't not pay our rent forever, right?
Exactly. Exactly. Seriously. Yes. So yes, I definitely do think so. Now, when it comes to other dreams like this, hey, uh, I want to be a lawyer. I want to study for the bar, right? And I go to school and I do whatever I need to do. And I take the bar the first time and I don't pass it, right? And it's like, oh man, should have studied more, right? Um, do it again. If this is what you really want, now you can study harder. You know what you messed up. You know what you did wrong. Study more. Get with
Mm-hmm.
study groups. Ask lawyers. Ask other people that if you went to college to be a lawyer, you know people in the class. You have to talk to them, get their phone number, get their email, right?
Yeah.
Have if they pass, then have little study groups with them. Do what you can do, and then take the exam again,
Mm-hmm.
right? And if you get a
Yeah.
if you get a little closer, and then you can pass,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah, we
So
have to
that
find the line, right? The line
yes, that's
between giving up too early and waiting too long and
too
holding
long.
on
Yeah,
to it too long.
exactly.
There's that fine line
Yeah,
of where we're at, right? Because sometimes we are holding on to a dream too long, but sometimes we also are giving up too early.
true, true. And I think they're both. Um, I think they're those are both situations that's kind of like, oh man, that kind of sucks because once you get to one door, right? Boom, this is the first door I get to. Oh man, the door's closed. Nah, I guess I'll start stripping, right? Whoa, chill. Wait a minute. That's not what we want, guy. Listen. You failed the test by, you know, um, two questions wrong, or you missed one thing during the interview process, right?
Yeah.
Cool. You can do it again. Don't give up that easy. But at the same time, it's like, man, I want to be, I want to dunk. I want to dunk on a 12-foot court, you know, but I'm,
Mhm.
5'1",
Right. Yeah,
right?
and I think that goes
430 pounds.
right.
Not gonna work, brother.
I
Sorry.
think that goes back to, what you were saying too about um what really just emphasizing like who you're talking to, like if you're reaching out to peers, right? I think the importance of having mentors is
Yeah,
so big in our dreams and our aspirations and our goals, right? Because we get clouded by our own dreams, right? We
yeah,
get clouded by what we want, and it's really hard for us sometimes to think logically and rationally. And so when we have people that we do actually trust and know that they can like guide us certain ways, like we can, consult with them and be like, am I holding on for this for too long?
yeah,
Do I need to keep waiting it out? Like, what do you think? Let's bounce ideas off of each other, right? Mentorship is so important
yeah,
and crucial in kind of our goals and aspirations.
yeah. I think mentorship, like, right, in that job or setting, right? I think speaking to some kind of uh, mental health professional. I think that's really good, and I think everybody that needs to should. And then also having a really good friend, right? Like having a couple good friends, right? So you can talk to, and I mean good friends, like not like yes men and yes women and
Absolutely.
everything you do is right, right? Somebody that you've argued with for years and years and years, but that person tells you the truth every single time.
Hmm.
That's
Hmm.
what you need, right? Because you can talk to those three different people three different ways, right?
Hmm.
So you talk to that mentor, what you're doing, you're taking notes. Hey, should I do this? Should I do that? No, let's talk about it. Okay, what? Okay, good. Okay. All right,
Hmm.
all right. Thank you. Thank you for leading me and guiding me in this direction where you have obviously already been,
Hmm.
or that you have various knowledge on, right? Then you
Absolutely.
talk to them that way. Then you go to the, healthcare professional, right? You can talk to a therapist. You're going to talk to them a little bit more deeper, still professional, but you're going to get things that you can't say to anybody else, right? And then you
Hmm.
have somebody else. that has no skin in the game, right? They're going to tell you how they feel. They're going to
Yeah.
ask you, right, questions that, dive deep. And then you can, answer the questions, get more clarity on, what you need to do in your like personal life.
Yeah.
Then you can talk to one of your friends that's just going to give it to you real. Listen, you messed that up, guy. You you jacked that up. You listen,
Yeah.
leave her alone, leave him alone. You're doing too much. Don't do that. Don't this that don't look right. Right.
Hmm.
So I think those three people, you really, really need. And then one, some kind of higher power, right? Some kind of something, some kind of spiritual entity, right? That you need to just you can meditate,
Yeah.
right? You can pray, do whatever you need to do. But I think with that group of peeps, those four different sections,
Hmm.
you can't lose.
Yeah, I would
You
agree. I mean,
you
it's also
cannot.
just it's also the what do I want to say? The discipline, I guess, that we have in ourselves as
Mm-hmm.
well, right?
Yeah,
Because we can have, friends that we depend on and then shoot and then not take the advice. Right. And like go down the line of like, I'm going to ask these 12 people until I get to somebody who agrees with me.
exactly.
Right. And then that's not really doing us any favors. Right.
Exactly. Right. Like,
And then it's
why
like,
don't you
oh,
just
see,
talk to
yeah,
me?
see, you guys are all wrong. They agree. Right.
Mm-hmm.
They agree. I should keep going.
Exactly. And then it's like you're just asking all these questions just for somebody to agree with you, and that's not that's what you want, but that's not what you need.
Right. 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 Right.
Yep, yep, definitely. Yeah, you definitely have to be disciplined to actually do or take advice also, and
Mhm.
actually go through with what you decided on.
Being okay to hear what you don't want to hear. Yeah.
Yeah, true, 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 true. Because
My
go
oh,
ahead.
go. No, no, go.
I said there are some times that I had to talk to people and I had to hear some real truth like
Yeah.
don't do that or this is not for you. You're just very. I don't want to say that I'm petty, right? But I'm very petty. But so I gotta steer clear from
Got to
that.
manage that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Gotta manage, right?
I
Well,
guess
go ahead.
my
What you saying?
oh no, I was just gonna say my last question for you mostly was
Mm.
what is a dream that you were happy if you have one, a dream that you're happy that you didn't pursue?
Oh, there's a yes. There's a couple dreams that. Oh, thank you, Jesus. There's a couple dreams that I'm like, okay. So, all right, I'm a switch it up. Let's say, for example, you're in you're in high school, right? You're in high school and right, I see this girl that I really, really like, right? And I'm like, oh man, this is the girl for me. Boom, right? And then it doesn't happen, right? And I'm like, shucks, man, that sucks. I really like this girl, man.
Yeah.
And then everything's good, everything's blessed, everything's lovely. Years and years and years down the line goes, and then you kind of see that you see this person again, and you're like, wow, this person has changed. They're not like they were. They're like it was something that you saw in high school, like from afar. You just like, oh, this I really really like this person, but then once you see him again, and it's like, oh, this person was very negative. Didn't really was like a really good person. So I feel so good that I didn't, put myself in that situation where, just, mental abuse or, just arguments or anything like that. Like those things could have happened in that space, right? In that,
Right.
if I was dating this person.
Yeah.
But it didn't happen. And once you see that person after years and years and years, and you're like, sheesh, whew, I'm so glad like I didn't get this dream girl or this dream guy that I wanted. Right. It's just like, shucks, it sucks at the time, but hindsight's 2020. You see this person and you're just like, man, this person's like just not a type of person I would want to be with in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So yeah, so that's happening. I'm like, thank Christ. Thanks, good Lord Jesus, thank you.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. What about you?
I mean, just to go back to that lofty, weird dream that I had, I am like, I definitely am happy that I did not pursue like
Yeah.
veterinarian school. That's something that I thought I wanted. I think just like being around all of the animals that we grew up with,
Yeah.
right, and all of that aspect. And I feel like that would be such a difficult career for me
Hmm.
from an emotional standpoint
Yeah.
that like I am so glad that I did not pursue that and that I
Hmm.
definitely did something more creative in my field.
Yeah.
Um, because I think that, shout out to all of my people that I know that did go to vet school, like definitely needed
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
very
Exactly.
important career, but definitely not for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for doing your job. We appreciate it.
You
Right.
know, I can't do it. I can't, even when, that somebody has to put their pet down or anything
Yeah. I
like that. Like
know.
it is such an emotional experience that like
Yeah.
I cannot imagine being the one to do that.
I know. It's I know it's so hard. I know, a few people that that had to, and it's just been like super super hard for them. Like
Yeah.
Estevan, he had to, and whew, he was hurting for months, like months.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I feel you, man. I call me if you ever want to, talk or cry or whatever, man. And I was just like, I know it's extremely, extremely hard for him. So
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely. So I'm glad that that did not pan out for me.
yeah, because you would have to be doing that every day, every couple of
Yeah.
weeks or something, right?
I think that that was even, yeah, absolutely. I think that was even like really just defined for me when I did not get accepted into Davis, is where I
Yeah,
was planning on going for it.
yeah,
Right. And I was like, yeah, no, all right, well, time to pivot,
yeah. You have
So,
to.
yeah.
Yeah, you have
But
to. That's life is about making changes.
yeah,
Don't just get stuck on that
it
one
really
thing
is.
and think it's going to work. Pivot. That's why there's other jobs out there, right? That's why
It
there's
really is.
other opportunities. So,
Yeah, absolutely.
yep.
So, our next topic next week
Yes.
is like very basic. I think, again, we can go a lot of places with this, but
Okay.
it ultimately is free time.
Free time. Oh, perfect.
So, we'll see. We'll see what that looks like.
All
But
right.
this week, any fun plans?
Yeah, hopefully I'm just gonna do nothing. I think that would be the best.
Time.
I just want to watch some Suits, watch some TV,
Yeah.
find some dumb movies on like Tubi or something.
Yeah.
Sometimes they have good ones on there.
Have you watched Halloween? I mean, I'm sorry, Hocus Pocus 2?
Yes.
I have not. That is on my agenda to watch this week. I've never
Yes.
watched it.
Yes.
So that is the
It's
plan.
okay.
We're up here in the mountains,
Yeah.
so just relaxing, getting
Oh
some
yeah.
fresh
Then
air.
and obviously it's not scary, so y'all will be good up there and stuff, right?
Right. Yeah.
There's not gonna
Watching
be
like
any
Texas Chainsaw Massacre or something.
there's there's not gonna be any branches on your windows at night
Yeah,
scratching and
right.
stuff, right? Ah, no. Yeah, you'll be good. Good,
But
good, good. Well, I hope y'all have a blast up there.
thanks. Have a good week, and I
All
will see
right.
you next week.
All right. Talk to you
All right.
later.
Love
Love you.
you. Bye.
Bye.